They're actually worried about the future. So they're willing to delay gratification. And that's really the way to climb out of poverty and to climb the socioeconomic ladder. It has to be a focus on the future, and I'm going to save and invest, and because I value owning my time, I value freedom. When people are really attached to items, and we would call it materialism, there's a lot of studies on this. They tend to have lower income, lower net worth, lower financial health, and they tend to be, frankly, more depressed.
You were talking about this concept of the reason we tend to overspend within our circles is because we feel the need to belong. We want to show that if your neighbor can buy this beautiful $500,000 house, well, so can I. If they can drive this beautiful car, well, so can I. And I know how that feels because I remember in high school, all the cool kids, they were wearing these American Eagle jeans, and I really, really wanted it. But obviously, my parents were like, no, no, that's too expensive. And then we went to a thrift store and I found these American Eagle jeans. So I bought them and I just felt so proud and so excited. And that need to belong continued even after high school. In college, I was going out and spending all of my paycheck from working at the local Subway. I was spending it all at the mall on these shoes so that I could be like the cool one with the cool shoes. And that need to belong is deep and strong. How do we get out of that? Or is there not a way out?
Well, it really does depend on your comparison group. I mean, so that's one of the hacks is like come up with a different comparison group. I mean, that's just the bottom line. And it's one of the reasons why I'm passionate about sharing the information around how do people become wealthy and how do they actually spend? Because what I've done is I now associate in my own brain sort of lavish displays of status objects as being an indication that somebody probably doesn't have a lot of net worth, or number two, that they feel bad about themselves in some way. So they do want people to look at them in a certain way, which tells you that they have a little bit more insecurity, which is probably what you had around the jeans. And I mean, it's
Yeah.
certainly like, and by the way, I'm not trying to disparage people who do this. Like when I got out of grad school, I was 29 years old. I owed $100,000 in student loan debt. I was broke. And I immediately went out and bought like a luxury watch, an Omega watch. I went and bought my mom a real thick, like Hawaiian heirloom bracelet. I was living in Hawaii at the time, like solid gold. I mean, I was doing exactly all the things that I try to caution people against. But I know exactly why I did it. I grew up poor. I was sick of being poor. I wanted to show the world I made it. I wanted to show my mom how much I appreciated all of her sacrifice in her life to help me get where I was. And in any objective standard, it was the absolute wrong thing to do. I mean, I couldn't afford it. I didn't have the money.